So Darwin X, I think maybe last week we were mid 120s. We're now up at 137, 1313 equity, on track for another month of capital here. And some of you in the group are doing better than me in terms of ranking, which is just awesome. For some reason, my Darwin risk is far lower than how I'm trading. So, you know, if they were to up this, I would be smashing this even more, but I don't know why, but it's down at 0.32. It might be the trade volumes, it might be the exposure. I don't know. But yeah, it'd be nice to get month 3 and, you know, just picture the scene, right? If I can average here, you know, 3 to 6% a month, and this just keeps filling in, you know, 2-3 years from now, this is really positive, if not sooner. And if you go into payments and allocations, you can see my capital under management and what I've made so far. Now, the key thing here is, right, I'm due a payment of estimated performance fee of €200 on Tuesday, the 2nd of March. Great. That's not obviously loads. However, it's not taking me any time. I'm just copying a master account. There's no real ROI required, but ultimately what you might look to do here is this is costing what? I don't even know, $50-$60 a month, maybe 80, I can't remember. But you know, a couple of hundred, if that's €400-500 soon, you know, you can then move that money into a challenge account or a cent account, whatever, right? You can use this money, everything's leverage. It can all be built into your ecosystem of challenges, live capital, funded accounts. You know, one can feed the other, and this can drop in to that ecosystem as well. So yeah, that's that account. A funded infinity, moving nicely, but still quite a few days away from payout. I'm going to touch on some issue payouts on these firms shortly. The live account I've shared quite a while ago, cent account, but still motoring on. I've often got drawdown, but it banks so much. I've got loads of wiggle room here. 11%, 27%, 17%, 39%, 22%, 58%. They're fucking solid months there. And, you know, I've got 14% drawdown right now. Not asked about that at all. This is another live cent account, 50% up in literally a month, 36% for January, 11% for February. Again, 15% right now. They're all copying similar master accounts. Trading World Cup. So I'm back on the ranking for the Trading World Cup. I think I'm in the top 5, but it's a tough old gig with 1 to 30 leverage. But hey, 44% in about a month, because I started mid-January, 15% and 24%. Here we go. So I'm actually now 40-something percent, but it depends how these big boys here are done. Just like this idea of getting naming lights, should I prove to be successful at the end of the year? My first mission with this is staying in the game. There's a load of people who push too hard, blow the account, whatever. First priority, stay in the game, which is really easy to do with 1 to 30 leverage, right? And how I'm sort of doing this is I'm having to look at my master accounts to a point and choose, you know, let's say I've got a big sequence in drawdown on UJ or something, and I'm waiting for that to set, you know, I'll copy, I might manually enter that, but I've also got some smaller lots that are copying over as well. So I'm having to just juggle it a bit, just because otherwise, you know, there's only so much 0.02s, 0.01s is going to bank because of the leverage available. So a bit of a juggling act. So the copy trade as well, we're going to launch with Vantage soon. This is the master account for the copy trader, 13% up, but that's since November. So it's very slow, safe, but slow. But we've reviewed some of the pairs and stuff, and I've got a few of the live accounts running that aren't cent accounts. And this is early days yet. Obviously, the insurance thing will be valid, but we're 10% up in literally like 5 days. And the biggest lot size that's opened is 0.05. No, 0.02. Yeah, so 0.01s and 0.02s has made 10% in 4 days across like 3 or 4 pairs. To be fair, it's not lost a fucking trade yet. So yeah, I'll be keen to launch this soon after there's a bit more data. Obviously, if you want to wait until there's 3 months worth of data, that's up to you. But you know, we'll turn this on in 2 or 3 weeks, because ultimately we've got a feel for lot sizes. We've ran the master accounts that have fed this for a long time. So you know, we're not going in blind, but yeah, it's just making sure that the lot sizes and risk work. Nice AUD CAD set, one of the sets in the drive. I think it's just slightly different with how the delay is structured, delay, live delay. Doesn't open many trades. I've gone through this the other week. But once you know that, you can, you know, you just know that, right? It's like not many trades open this week. I'm not stressed about that. But if you didn't know that, or you're expecting something different, it wouldn't be the strategy for you. 3%, 5%, 6%, 3%, 2%. So we're good. a good account just to copy over. Gold trend. This is the double confluence 4-hour, 5-minute. Just lovely. I think I've had about 6% drawdown that I could have bulk copied onto a slave. I don't copy at this full risk profile on bigger account sizes anyway, so that's all okay. 5%, 3%. It's sort of pretty solid really at 5 to 6% a month. Again, this is all fixed lot size, all 0.5s. Big move, not yesterday, the day before, I think. So yeah, that one's going well. Same with this other long-term fixed gold. They were actually in similar positions here, similar positions on the big move up in sells, and then it came back down. Yeah, I think that was it. Copy master I've shown. What's this one? Oh, 1 hour a day. Yeah, so when you consider A, how long this has been running, it's still November, and B, the amount of time we're in the market, it's solid. Bit of drawdown right now on UJ on, I think it was CPI on Wednesday. So yeah, it's just something that is ticking over quite nicely so far. Ignore that, ignore that, ignore